GST and margin scheme. I need to tell you that I'm not an accountant, and this is not an advice. I'm only explaining you what the margin scheme is, and when you use the template, you got to select whether or not you're applying the margin scheme. But if you're in doubt, you should get in touch with your accountant, and he can work that out for you. So a margin scheme is a way of working out the GST that you must pay when you sell property as part of your business. Now, anytime you're doing a development, it is considered a business. You can only apply the margin scheme if the sale of the property is taxable. If you purchase property where the margin scheme was applied to the sale, you cannot claim GST credit for the GST included in the purchase price of the property. For example, purchase a commercial property that includes GST. So in a nutshell, before I start reading again, I'll just explain you. A margin scheme is basically when you buy land, margin scheme is this formula here. So sale price less land value, divide that by 11, and that's the GST. Rather than paying the full GST, you take out the value of land, you pay GST on the value that you've added to the block, in the sense that if you put townhouses on it, and let's say the land value for a townhouse that you bought was 200,000, and then you spend 300,000 to build a townhouse on it, so you pay the GST on the 300,000 value that you've added. So when it's time to actually calculate it, it's calculated by subtracting the land value from the sale price, and then you divide that by 11 to get the GST. However, the point 2 is saying this, that if you bought something that already had GST in it, so say for example you bought a commercial property, and it was X amount plus GST plus stamp duty. So when you actually bought it, you would have claimed the GST in your next batch statement. When you do that, you can't actually apply the margin scheme when you are actually selling what you've developed on that commercial property. That's what point 2 is telling you. The margin scheme cannot be used on your property sales if you originally purchased the property as fully taxable and the margin scheme was not used. In this situation, you may be able to claim the GST included in the purchase price if the property is going to be used in your business. And the formula for that is this, which I've already told you. If you want, this land value is actually excluding GST and stamp duty. If you want to find out more, you can visit ado.gov.au/general property in detail, GST and the margin scheme. So, and they will say exactly the same thing over there.